In True Colors, it was already teased that ultimately Sasha still isn't happy with what she has accomplished, and she was at a tipping point in her character development before the whole situation escalated. More than ever before, we need to discuss when and how Sasha and Grime can be redeemed. From the events at Toad Tower until True Colors, Anne and Sasha's relationship was at an all-time low. But officially, that was just an argument. Then, Sasha decided to backstab Anne a second time. As a consequence, Anne verbally quit the friendship with Sasha. Only in that moment, she finally realized and fully came to understand that her actions deeply hurt people and that Anne is dead serious about cutting ties this time. However, when Andrias revealed his true intentions, Sasha recognized the whole extent of the danger they were facing and didn't think twice about discarding her issues with Anne. I think this is her way to redemption. This is exactly what she messed up before, and she gets the perfect opportunity to make things right. All her life, especially since arriving in Amphibia, nothing mattered more to her than reaching her personal goals. It doesn't matter that some of her goals were built on good intentions, because deep down, it has always been more important to her that she gets her way than the goal's actual content. She was willing to and did walk over other people's feelings and well-being several times. Currently, Andrias is a threat to everyone living in Amphibia. Sasha could potentially save herself and flee with Grime, only plotting how to re-seize control of the kingdom. Redemption is only an arm's length away if she decides to do the opposite though. If she holds her ego down right now and puts the amphibian safety first, only then she'll be back on the right track again. The season 3 intro shows her alongside the Wartwoodians. I'm guessing she will go back to Wartwood to inform everyone of what's going on and what happened to Anne and the Planters. Presumably, she will even honestly apologize to them for what she did in season 1. Sasha's current role in the story should be that of a defender. That's very suiting, by the way, because the name Sasha basically translates to defender. I'm actually quite excited to see Sasha cooperating with Wartwoodians. I can totally imagine her getting along with Mayor Toadstool, Ivy, and Joe, for example. Grime's case is quite similar in fact, and ironically, for the most part, it's Sasha who built the foundation for his redemption. Before he met Sasha, he used to treat his subordinates poorly, had probably never had a friend before, and didn't even know what it felt like to care for someone. His first step of redemption already happened when he learned all of that and decided on a goal that all Toads, not only him and Sasha, would benefit from. The problem he still has at the current time is that he believes Toads are superior to other species. In the eyes of the Wartwoodians, he hasn't redeemed himself at all. So first we have to ask, what will trigger his desire for redemption? Maybe he observes Sasha's development and reflects it onto his own behavior. Or as another alternative, he may lose the other Toad's support after failing to take over Newtopia, and Sasha convinces him to accompany her to Wartwood. He still aims to overtake the crown, which is everyone's main objective right now anyway, meaning he and Sasha will keep on actively confronting Andrias. Since Andrias has a flying Star Destroyer-like castle and robot soldiers, the two of them are in dire need of their own army, given that the other Toads decide to retreat to safety. The situation leaves no choice but to ask the brave Wartwoodians for support. Holding their grounds against Andrias and working hand in hand might make him realize that frogs aren't as weak and inferior as he used to believe. Possibly he could even be in a life-threatening situation and only makes it out alive being saved by a Wartwoodian. As soon as he decides on making up for his wrongdoings, I bet he won't have much trouble redeeming himself. Looking beneath his flaws, he is a great leader after all, and a leader is what Amphibia needs right now. Maybe after the war is over and Andrias is defeated, a redeemed and righteous version of Grime ruling over Amphibia won't even sound that bad. Although Marcy explained that it would be best for Amphibia to rework its whole political system. Anyhow, Grime could still become a driving force for Amphibia's first democracy. Subscribe to Frogtunes for more interesting Amphibia theories. And don't forget to drop your own ideas or questions in the comments. See you next time.